Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday show. I know that you're all expecting the Battle Square, but a couple of things we've been learning about the Battle Square and kind of about my work schedule here in the office. So first and foremost, Completionist takes priority over everything, and some weeks we do really hard games that kind of end up stretching us all thin, and so what ends up happening is all of us kind of have to drop our other priorities like Super Beard Bros and the personal channel to make sure that Completionist gets done on time. And so sometimes the Battle Square, it gets a little overwhelming because, believe it or not, it actually takes a long time to make the Battle Square, given that we have to do a bunch of certain challenges and some can take hours. So it's kind of exhausting. So there's no new Battle Square this week. There will be one next week. Yeah, it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. We're trying to get used to it. We're going to have a better submitting system so people can submit suggestions easier. But it's a learning process. Like I said, it's getting better and better each and every week. So I don't like doing unboxing videos. I'm not really a big fan of like, look what I got in the mail, because it seems kind of weird. I mean, fan letters is one thing, but to be like, hey, let's look at this is kind of weird. But I got something today that I just had to unbox. I just had to open it up because it's super important to me. And that, my friendos, is the NES Classic Edition, or the NES Mini as the world knows it as. This has 30 I say brand new as if they've never been out before. 30 games in clear HDMI signal for your TV. I think, I don't know what resolution it is. It may or may not be 720p. We'll do a video test for this video and play some games so you guys can see it, and we'll do some voiceover work after that. But let's take a look at what's inside the NES Classic box. Just a quick thank you to Nintendo for sending us this early. This actually comes out next week, and they sent us one in the office. Hashtag, not an ad, but hashtag, kind of an ad. Hashtag, need to be transparent. Hashtag, free product. That's the one. Let's go ahead and give it an open. Let us open this. Now, this is going to be $60 retail at most of your local game shops and electronic retailers like Best Buy and Target and whatnot. It does include 30 games. Obviously, the ones that I can't open this box. I don't want to break the box because I'm a big buffoon and I tend to do that. So there we are. I win. Box in the game versus me in the box. I win. Deal with it. Okay, so the first thing to notice, we have a lovely retro poster. This is super. Let's see what this is about. So I used to have something like this when I was a kid. Honestly, I wish I had this all when I was still an adult, but you know, parents tend to throw your stuff away and you don't get a real big say in this. Hopefully this looks and reads well. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. This is pretty rad. It's got Rob the Robot. It's got the Zapper on it. Traditional Duck Hunt. I think this is the promo image they used for when a combination of the old one as well as when Duck Hunt became a playable character in Smash, as well as Virtual Console for the Wii/Wii U. So there you are. We have our little warning bags and such. You got manuals. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. What else do we have? Holy Jeebus. This right here is the actual console. Look at this thing. It is tiny. My hand is bigger than the NES Classic Mini. That is terrifying. This thing feels like a plastic toy that I'm going to wreck. This is crazy. So it doesn't have a little part to put your cartridges because, let's be real, the cartridge is bigger than the damn console. Pretty impressive. Look at this. 1980, 1985, these consoles came out and the carts were this big versus 2016, we're remanufacturing these things. It's incredible. We're in the future, guys. We're in the future. So it has an HDMI out. It has a DC in on the back. it feels pretty good for it feeling like a plastic toy. Obviously, it's not meant to be opened or tampered with, but it feels pretty sturdy. I definitely feel like I'm not going to break it unless I really try, which is kind of a good thing. But it's got 2 of the ports for the Wiimote in the front, so this means that you can actually hook up any of your classic controllers from your Nintendo Wii into this unit and be ready to go. Which means that when you buy this bad boy, you're actually going to get, with it, an actual Nintendo controller. Now this is incredible. This feels so cool. You know, when you're a kid, you get to play with, with your controllers for the first time, and they feel nice and neat. But this thing came out so long ago. In 2016, we get to enjoy a brand new Nintendo controller. That's so freaking cool. Like I said, it has the Wiimote ports, so you can plug them into the front of the console of this of the Classic Edition. But if you're one of those gamers who bam, look at that, clean. So not only can you use this in your with your classic Nintendo Mini, but you can actually unplug it and plug it into your Wii, so you can play this bad boy on any of your virtual console games for your Wii and Wii U. That's pretty cool. And a lot of you guys are going to be like, hey Jirard, why do you have a Peach Wiimote? To which I say, 1, Peach is a tight character, 2, pink's a good color, and 3, why you hating? Why you hating? I have the Mario, the Bowser, the Toad, the Yoshi, and the Luigi Wiimotes as well, because guess what? I like Nintendo things. Surprise, surprise. But this is pretty rad. The fact that this can just work right away out of the box with your current hardware as well as the stuff you just bought, that's pretty cool. I don't know how much these run for, but I would love to get one more of these. In fact, I'm probably going to buy a bunch of these for all of my friends and family as stocking stuffers, because everyone out there is going to probably want one of these things. Everyone jokes that Nintendo is, kind of getting lost in the times of their own console and not knowing what they're producing. I disagree this time around. Look at this. Look at this. This is tight. Everyone's gonna get this. It's $60. For $60, you get 30 games. In case you forget what those 30 games are, I got a box that'll tell you what they are. Feel free to, you know what? For the sake of this video, why don't we just scroll them on screen as if it's a top 30 CD that you call 800 number and you hear music from those games. So here we go. Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2 The Revenge, Dr. Mario, Excitebike, Final Fantasy 1, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, or Gradius for some people, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Bros, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So that's all available, preloaded on this thing, ready to go when you buy it. That's pretty cool. I wish it had a few more games. I would have loved Bubble Bobble 2 because that's a rare one that I never got to play. I would have loved Tetris, but the Tetris license has been all over the place from EA and beyond, so no one really knows what's up with Tetris. Tetris DS is one of the best Tetris games out there, so I was really hoping that we'd at least have the classic form of Tetris on here, but we do not. So it comes with a little plug in the wall as well as a micro USB cable. This thing takes a micro USB cable, which means that this thing doesn't require a lot of power to use. The fact that it's using a micro USB cable to power it through a block. Is it micro or mini? I always forget it. Which one? The one for Android that everyone uses. I think that's micro. It may be mini, micro, mini, fee-fi, fo-fum, who cares? It's powered by those cables. That means that this thing doesn't require a lot of power. But with that said, let's take a look at the quality of the console. Alright, so now that I've opened it up and set it up, I have kind of come across a few tiny problems. The actual length of the NES controller is a bit shorter than I would like. If they added just a couple more feet, it'd be the perfect length. So right off the bat, there is a awesome UI that gets you right in the nostalgic feels. All 30 games are right there on the screen, and you can scroll in between them to pick your favorite one to play. Each game comes equipped with 4 slots for save states. So if you have to head out somewhere or you're kind of stuck in a hard place, you can just exit out of the game no problem. Another fun feature is that if you want to stop playing the game right then, you can just hit the reset button on the actual unit. That's right, the actual power and reset buttons do something on the console. Now maybe I've been living under a rock when it comes to the NES Classic, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that there's 3 different viewing options. Pixel Perfect mode, which is just that, Pixel Perfect, your standard 4x3 mode, and there's a special CRT mode, and let me tell you, it emulates the CRT scan lines perfectly. If you really want this experience when you were a kid, then you're gonna get just that. Overall, I'm pretty damn impressed. When in Pixel Perfect mode, the game looks incredible. And even in the 4x3 mode, it looks awesome. I cannot wait to see the comparison and contrast capabilities of this unit compared to the original and compared to things like the FrameMeister or emulation. Simply put, this thing is freaking awesome and everyone's gonna love it. So that was the NES Classic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that everyone, their mom's going to go buy one this holiday season. I guarantee these are going to probably be sold out most places, just given that it's made by Nintendo. It's not made by a third-party company, or at least it's licensed by Nintendo. The box art is just like how the originals used to come out in terms of like the second and third wave editions, and it's just straight from the mouth of Nintendo. This is incredible. I think everyone out there is really going to like this. It's $60. It's got 30 games. Come on, there's no brainer. But before I go, I do want to point out, my buddy Pat, the NES Punk, made this book called the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the NES Library, 85 to 95. This is a anthology kind of review book that has beautiful prints of the entire NES library catalog. And it's got original reviews written by him and some guest YouTubers as well, some guest people in the industry. It's got incredible quality. You can get this. We'll put the link on the screen right now. This was a Kickstarted project that did very, very well. It's a very heavy and hefty book. The quality is here, and what's cool is if you download the app, it can actually double as a retro collector's guide book for yourself. So when you collect your old Nintendo games, you can kind of keep a digital print with you as to what games you own and don't own. So that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, the Battle Square will return. Right now, we're about 0-2 in terms of getting it on time for Fridays. We are going to do it again. It's been really, really crazy around the office. And I hope that we can kind of keep that consistency going forward. Don't give up on me. It's going to be tough, but we're going to have a good time. That's it. That's all. I'll see you guys on Monday for another podcast, Wednesday for another Wednesday video, and next Friday for another episode of the Battle Square. Bye-bye. I'll learn how to do this one day. I'll learn how to segue out correctly one day.